Hey everybody, it is Kelly the Cookie Lady here at Mooch's Munchies. And of course I had to check in today and see you guys and say happy National Puppy Day. That's right, today is National Puppy Day here in the United States. And we are really excited because of course dogs are what we're about. So, sorry, I keep bumping the table and it's moving the camera, so I don't mean to make anybody seasick there. Sorry about that. But we all know that our dogs are our best friends, you know, dogs and cats, but today's National Puppy Day. But they mean the world to us. We are really, really excited. Boy, I just wasn't ready for much of anything. Let me turn on the light. Oh, look, it's me. Ah. Okay, so as I was saying, our pets are our best friends, and our pups especially. Of course, you know, we still have three. We have Mooch, who is 11. We have Neon, who they estimate is around 11, and Red's about 6 years old. And love them all. They are our kids. And it doesn't matter how old they've gotten, they're still puppies to us. In our heads, they are our pups. So we want to include everybody in that. If you're getting a brand new puppy, as it being National Puppy Day, there's a few things that you should think about before you get a pup. First and foremost, make sure that you're getting a dog that fits your family and your lifestyle, or just that you will mesh with. Just because it's cute and fluffy right now doesn't mean it's the right dog for you. Or because you think Great Danes are great and they're wonderful and they'll be a, you know, intimidating guard dog, doesn't mean that you're in the right place for them or that they're the right pup for you. So you want to make sure that you do your research. If you're somebody that doesn't really like to go for walks, doesn't really want to spend a lot of time, you might want to consider getting a smaller dog, one that can run around your house or you can play with by throwing the ball down the hallway rather than having to take them out for long walks. Because all dogs need exercise. All humans need exercise too, and we don't always do the best we can with that. Also think about too, if you're in a place where having a dog is going to be right, not only the place where you live, but also, are you busy? Do you work lots of long hours? Are you running in and out all the time and the dog's going to pretty much be alone? It's all these questions you need to answer. Are you somebody who's going to want to sit and brush the dog at night? If it's not, get a short-haired dog. If you're somebody who does love doing that and you want to bond with your pet by brushing them all the time, perfect. That's great. Get one of these dogs like a Maltese, a Yorkie, a Shih Tzu, the dogs that grow hair. You know, and large versus small. Are you going to want to go out for a drag with a big dog or a little dog? I love golden retrievers. I think they're great. But I don't necessarily want a larger dog. I like the fact that our dogs are small, compact, and I can handle them easily. None of them have long hair because I'm super busy with the store and don't have time to brush hair. So there's all these different things that you need to consider before you get a dog. And so I will get off that soapbox. But please do your research before you get one to make sure that you're getting one that is going to fit into your lifestyle, because there's nothing sadder than a dog being taken to the shelter because it just didn't fit in with the family. So that said, back to happy stuff. If you're getting a new puppy, there's some things you need to consider. Now, I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to bring them up again because it's really, really, really important. Make sure before you bring that puppy home that you get all the things you're going to need. Are you going to crate train them or kennel train them? Then you're going to need to have that if that's what you're planning to do. You're going to need to have a bed for them. You're going to need potty pads. You're going to need quality food, quality treats. Now, a lot of people will just say, oh, it's just a dog, and they run down to the local grocery store or Walmart or Target and get the cheap stuff. I will tell you this right now. You may save some money on the front end by buying the cheap stuff. You're not going to save money in the long run with your pets being unhealthy because they're not eating a good quality food. Learn about pet nutrition. Learn about what is in their food, what's good for them, what isn't. Just because it's a basic trend doesn't mean it's necessarily good. You want a food that's got meat as the first ingredient, not a meat meal. Try to avoid corn and wheat. Now, rice is not bad for them, and even in small amounts, peas are not bad for them. But you don't want it to be all pea protein. You don't want it to be all potato protein. You don't want it to be, it needs to have a good quality meat involved in it as well. So That being said, you also want to make sure you have quality treats. Well, I can personally tell you where you can get those. And if you're here in the United States, you can order and we will ship to you. We do here at Mooch's Munchies ship all the way across the United States, and we are happy to do so because what we offer is real food, no chemicals, no preservatives, no artificial flavors or colors. We actually make real food treats for your dog, where if you start reading the labels on most treats that are in stores, you're going to see all kinds of chemical compounds and things like that. Things like Animal Digest, which really just makes my skin crawl when I think about it. It's, not actual meat. It's not, it's a chemical induced flavor, and it's just bad. You can look it up and learn about it. So make sure that you have all that you're going to need for them. Also, please make sure you take your pets to get their shots. We know rabies is a given, Bordetella, that kind of stuff. But right now, especially, before you take a puppy out in public to socialize it, make sure you don't take them out until they've had their puppy shots. And one of the most important ones going on right now is parvo. Parvo is running rampant across the country, and it is devastating. And the puppy dies a very slow, painful death. It is possible. They are able to save them, but it is a long, expensive process and very painful for the dog. It is like the equivalent of the worst flu ever for humans, to the point where the pups, I'm not trying to be crass, but the pups will get bloody diarrhea. They can't keep food down. It's so sad and hard to watch. So please make sure you're getting your dogs their vaccinations, and especially for parvo. But in addition, get all of the others. A good, strong amount of protection will make you happy in the long run. So the other thing that like I said, you want to make sure you have all the stuff you need. If you need a brush, that kind of stuff. When you're sitting with a brand new puppy, one of the things that you'll want to do is get them used to being touched in areas that dogs aren't used to being touched in. And by that, I mean, mess with their lips, because you're going to be brushing their teeth, hopefully, because that's really important to keep their teeth clean. At least once a week you want to do that, but they don't like having their mouths touched. They don't like having their paws touched, their ears touched. So you have to get them used to that. And the best time to do that is when they're a puppy, because they're just learning everything. So now's the time that you can sit there when you're cuddling them at night while you're watching TV or whenever. Just get them used to having their paws lightly massaged. Just hold them in your hands, pet them, massage them a little bit. Same with their ears. Mess with their mouths a little bit. Check their teeth out. That kind of stuff. It'll get them used to it, and it'll make it much easier for you to do what you need to do. Trimming toenails, getting their ears cleaned, getting their teeth brushed. All of those things become much easier when you get the dog used to it from the time they're little. So if you can afford it and want to, consider getting pet insurance. This is also a great thing to do because it will help you with not only the year-to-year checkups, teeth cleanings, things like that, but it's also, in case of something catastrophic, it will help you out because it can be very expensive to go to the vet. And unfortunately, our pets don't tell us that they're hurting until it's too late. Or not necessarily too late. It doesn't mean they're going to pass away, but by nature, they hide illnesses. And that's because it's an instinct where in the wild, any animal that's looking weak or like it's ill is going to be attacked. So it's their natural instinct to hide not feeling well until it's to the point that they really don't feel well. When you see them throwing up or they're very lethargic and that kind of stuff. So it can happen quick. And we don't always have time to plan for it. And if your dogs are anything like our dogs, they seem to know when you got a little bit less money in the checking account. So they like to go ahead and get sick at that point. So you have another big bill. But if you're like me, it doesn't matter. They're your kid. You're going to find a way to do it. So make sure if you can afford it and are interested in that, get some pet insurance. But something else that you need to do is also plan. I have a degree in television drama and film before I've started doing other things. But one of the things that being a director has taught me is you have to look in all the different directions, and you have to figure out what all you're going to do if this happens or if that happens or if this, So I kind of see everything going on in my world that way. And because of that, I really like to encourage people to plan for everything. Accidents happen. So if something should happen to you, who's going to take care of your pets? If for some reason you aren't available, you get stuck out of town or whatever, and who's going to be caring for your pets? And if, God forbid, the worst happened, if you should pass away, who is going to take care of your pets? You don't want them to go to a shelter. And if you don't have family members that are interested in caring for them, make sure you have a friend lined up or a rescue or something like that who will be willing to take on your pets so they don't end up in the shelter looking for a new home, lost, wondering where you went. Why am I here? That kind of thing. So it's really important that you plan for your future and even plan for emergencies. Don't let yourself completely run out of dog food. You know, if your pets are on medications, don't wait till they're completely out to get it refilled. All of those things can make a difference in whether or not everybody stays happy and healthy, and having plans in advance makes it a whole lot less stressful when you do come across those situations, so that you're not stuck trying to last second figure out a whole bunch of stuff. There'll be something that falls through the cracks naturally. It always does, but it's a small thing if you've got most of the rest of it planned for. So just a few things here and there about new puppies. But it's the same thing with our pets that we've had for a long time. Mooch has been with us since he was 12 weeks old. He's now 11 years old, and he is my big baby. I absolutely adore that dog. And we've got everything in place to make sure that he is well cared for should something happen to us. So that being said, I'm going to let you guys get back to going and loving on your puppies for National Puppy Day. But I wanted to let you know this. If you need to order, if you haven't ordered for a while from us, this is the perfect day to do it. Because right now on National Puppy Day, if you order from moochesmunchies.com and use code PUPPYDAY, PUPPYDAY at checkout, you will get 20% off your order. So go ahead, plug that in, get your orders in, and we will get them out. Now that pricing is only going to work until 11:59 tonight, so don't wait. Go into moochesmunchies.com and your entire order will be 20% off. So love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the Mooches Munchies family. If you love what we do and you want to help us to continue to grow and be able to do more and offer more, please like and follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel now where you can go on there and see some of the videos that we've done. We're always posting new ones. And hit subscribe and hit the like buttons or the little bell so that when we put up a new video, you'll get a notification. So we love sharing information. We love talking to you guys about pets. And this goes for cats and dogs. Although what our treats are aimed at dogs, we do offer a whole lot of things for cats as well, and Puppy Day code will work on all of it. So check us out, go do your order, and I will talk to you guys later. Happy National Puppy Day. Bye.